Hello, this is Joe Allstat, Athletic Director at Greenville High School, and this is our parent-athlete video for the 17-18 school year. This is my contact information. If you need to contact me, best way is to email, or you can call the office phone here. The purpose of this video is that we register online so we can get information out to parents and athletes and to easily get your signatures and your permission instead of collecting a bunch of paperwork. We do it all online here. The paperwork that we need you to actually turn in is a current physical. Physicals are good for 13 months, and you have to have a physical in order to practice or play games. So if you need a physical, we'll be offering them at the high school, as you see here on Tuesday, July 11th, and I'll be sending information out to all parents about that. You can also go to your local doctor, or the Greenville Prompt Care can take you on a walk-in basis. Also, we will collect a $100 athletic fee per sport. Quick hits. Everyone here is a Comet, whether you're a freshman through senior. So if our best player in a certain sport is a freshman, they're going to get a chance to play on the varsity team. Varsity plays the best in the program. Freshman and JV level develop players for the varsity. And again, it doesn't matter if you're freshman or senior. Freshmen can play over seniors if they are deserving. High commitment level. This is especially for incoming freshman parents that may not be aware of the different expectations, but it'd be a little bit different than you maybe experienced in junior high. We're going to have workouts during the summertime. Games can be on Saturdays, practices on Saturdays. Thanksgiving breaks, Christmas breaks, spring breaks, there are games and practices scheduled over those times, so be aware of that before you get started here. Expectations of a Comet athlete. This is a short list of ones I thought were really important. So there are a lot of expectations that we place on our athletes, and this is just a few of those. Practice attendance is an expectation. The athletic code does have certain excused absences that are adopted by our school board, but absences can affect your position on a team. So just because a pre-arranged trip is an excused absence, if you miss a week or 2 weeks of practice and games that everybody else was there for, they probably have a better standing on the team and more prepared for the next game. So it can affect the position on a team. Unexcused absences can result in consequences and can eventually lead to removal from the team. Your attendance at school is required. You have to be here the entire day to be able to play in a game that night. So you can't show up at 9:30 because you had a headache in the morning. You won't be able to play in a game that night. Here are the 3 reasons why you can leave school: for doctor's appointments or death in a family or family emergency, or an approved college day. Otherwise, you have to be here the entire school day. Academic requirements. I check grades on all athletes in season every week. You have to be passing 25 hours of class. Basically, that's 5 classes. You have to be passing 5 classes in order to be eligible. I'll check them every week. If you're not passing for that week, you'll be ineligible the next week. The last bullet here, if you're not passing 25 hours at the end of a semester, you will be ineligible to participate the whole next semester. That's a long time, so stay on top of your grades, parents and students. Violations of the student handbook. We will handle those on a case-by-case basis. The code of conduct is enforced 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year. So whether you break the code on a Saturday or during the summer or Christmas break, it doesn't matter. We can enforce that, and we will enforce that. Punishments could include a loss of playing time, suspension, or ultimately removal from the team, depending on the infraction. Again, will be handled on a case-by-case basis. Here's a list of prohibited behavior, just some examples. It's pretty open-ended on a lot of things, and you can see that things here will not be part of the expectations of a Comet athlete. I don't think any of these listed will surprise anyone, except maybe the last one, social media posts. Depending on what is posted, negatively towards the team, towards coaches, towards players, whatever, those will be handled, because that can't be something that is being done by our student athletes, certainly. So we will handle that as it comes up on a case-by-case basis. Communication on daily changes. Those are going to happen based on weather especially, or things that might come up during the school year. Game changes, if it's a day of change, a game's rained out or some sort, I will send a Skylert message, a Skylert phone call out to parents. So parents, please make sure you have your contact information taken care of. If a change is upcoming, I may email the group, or it'll be up to your son or daughter to let you know of those changes. in our school website. The schedules on the website are updated as changes are made, so you might want to bookmark that as we get going here. Sudden practice changes, the student is responsible to contact the parent. I don't want to send a phone call holding the parents on almost a daily basis, and you don't want to hear from me either. Transportation, athletes are expected to ride the bus to a game. Some teams will ride the bus home together, but if you're riding home with a parent, you must sign out, and you must take your son or daughter, not someone else's. They have to be with a parent only unless you have a note. Social media, we are present. The Comets are present on social media. You can see on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, so you can follow those to get more updates on situations or find out results of games, etc. Download the app is 8 to 18 is our scheduling program. You can download that app and have all the schedules right there on your fingertips. I would assume just search 8 to 18 and you'll have to plug in Greenville and you'll have all the schedules right there on your phone. Comet Sports Booster is always looking for new members. The Sports Boosters do a ton of work and do a ton of additions here for our facilities and our programs, and we invite you to get involved. It's very minimal as far as a commitment. Just a few fundraisers each year. They benefit all Comet sports, not just a couple sports. Meet the first Wednesday of the month. Meetings usually are 30 minutes in length at the most in the cafeteria. The first meeting of the new school year will be August 2nd, so we invite you to put that on your calendar and come out as we plan for a few fall outings here. Sports medicine. Our trainer is Brandon Kierker. He does a great job. He is provided in part by HSHS Holy Family Hospital here in Greenville. I will encourage you parents that if your son or daughter is injured at practice or a game, before rushing them out to the emergency room, have them see Brandon. And Brandon might be able to diagnose things a little bit. He might tell you, yeah, it might be broken. You may need to go to the ER. But my advice is to go to him first. He is very qualified and does a great job, and he is a free service for our athletes. Also, Dr. Neighbors has an office here in Greenville now. He's a sports doctor out of Breeze, but his office is in Greenville at the hospital on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. He will have better access for our athletes if you desire. Encouragement to parents. My encouragement to you is have a vested interest in the team and all the kids, not just yours. Sometimes that's tough to do. All players will have a role in the team, and all roles are important. Some roles are bigger as far as playing time, but they all have value to each team. If there's an issue, let's try to figure out a solution together. Please don't air your grievances out on Facebook or Twitter. That's not going to solve any problems. Just create new ones. Fan expectations. We've had a few issues with fan behavior the last few years, so I felt like I wanted to add this slide this year. The expectations of a fan in our gym, in our field, any field, model sportsmanlike behavior as the adults. We would hope that we can model that for our kids. Support the team, all the players, and all the coaches. Be respectful of opponents and officials. And I understand it can get crazy. Officials are going to make bad calls. It's going to happen in every game. But let's just focus on the kids and trying to have the kids have the best experience that they can and let the kids decide things here. Communication. If you have an issue with a coach, usually the issue is a role in the team or playing time. Here's my advice. Have the student athlete talk to the coach. Coach, what can I do better? How can I improve? Parent can speak to the coach. And then if I need to be involved, I will. We'll all sit down together, parent, athlete, coach, and myself, and try to talk about the situation. Obviously, if you have an emergency situation with a coach, give me a call right away. Statistics are reality. I'm going to close with this. A lot of parents have their sights set on college scholarships for their athletes, their son or daughter. My advice is don't worry about the scholarship. If your child is good enough, the colleges are going to find you. Our coaches can help. But focus on academic money. There's more of that out there. It's very tough to get an athletic scholarship. We have had athletes do that, but don't let that be your focus, please. This should not discourage a parent or kid from playing a sport and teach them to prepare all areas of your life. We hope that the Greenville High School experience with your son or daughter is a great one for playing sports. It's going to go in a hurry, so please take advantage of that and soak it all in. That's my presentation, and thank you for watching.